Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the confusing world of corporate filings. Today we're looking at TEGNA, and it seems like they're making some changes to their board of directors, and not just any changes, but changes that might mean some seasoned folks get to stick around a bit longer than expected. Before we dive in, if you like getting straight talk about company documents, hit that subscribe button and make sure to join our Discord community, linked in the description below. This is just a quick update filing a Form 8K. Think of it like a company quickly announcing something important that happened. In this case, TEGNA's board of directors, the group that oversees the company, decided on August 26, 2025 to tweak their own rules called bylaws. The big news here is about director retirement ages. It used to be that a director who wasn't an executive, meaning they weren't running the company day to day, had to step down from the board by their first annual meeting after they turned 73 years old. But now that rule is gone. So what does this mean in plain English? Well, the mandatory retirement age for these non-executive directors is no longer tied to that 73rd birthday. Instead, something new is happening. At 75 years old, a non-executive director now has to offer to resign. They send a letter, sort of like a polite heads up, saying they're willing to step down. This offer goes to a specific committee, the governance committee, which looks into these things. This committee then tells the main board, the board of directors, whether they think the company should accept that resignation or not. Here's a really interesting part. If the main board decides to say no thanks to the resignation offer, that director can actually keep their seat, but there's a catch, and it's a pretty important one. They'll have to do this every year after they turn 75. So every year on or around their birthday, they'll have to offer to resign again. This gives the board the chance to review their continued service year after year. And this change isn't just for the non-executive directors. The same adjustments are being made for directors who are currently or have previously been the chief executive officer or CEO of a TEGNA. That old retirement rule at 73 is also out the window for them. Just like their non-executive colleagues, these former or current CEOs who are directors will also have to offer to resign when they hit age 75, within about a month of their birthday. Again, this offer goes to the governance committee, which then makes a recommendation to the full board on whether to accept the resignation. And similar to the other group, if the board likes what they see and chooses not to accept the resignation, these directors can continue serving. But once more, they'll have to repeat this process every year. It's a yearly check-in on their continued suitability to be on the board. This summary gives you the main points, but they're being upfront that the official document has all the legal details. You can find the full amended bylaws attached to this report. This is basically the proof of the new rules, showing the bylaws as they were changed on that August date. So what's my take on this? Well, raising the age at which directors have to offer to resign, especially from a strict 73 to a more flexible 75, with an annual review, signals a few things. On one hand, it's a way for companies to retain experienced directors who might still have valuable insights and contributions. Board experience can be incredibly useful, especially in managing complex businesses like TEGNA, which is involved in media and broadcasting. Retaining that knowledge can prevent costly mistakes. However, it also raises questions about board refreshment and ensuring new perspectives are brought in regularly. An aging board, even with annual reviews, might be slower to adapt to new market trends or challenges. The decision could be a sign that TEGNA values the deep experience of its long-term directors, or it could be a way to keep certain individuals on the board longer for strategic reasons. It's a subtle shift, but for companies, especially in rapidly changing industries, the balance between experience and fresh ideas on the board is crucial. It will be interesting to see how this plays out in practice, and if these directors continue to be re-elected year after year after year. Alright, that's our breakdown of TEGNA's latest filing. What's your take on these changes to their board rules and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.